So we are queuing into the vault. It's a main story mission that you'll unlock around level 57. Hey, there's Grindy again. So it's a pretty straightforward dungeon, but it's probably got the... It's definitely leaning towards more unique bosses. That'll probably require a bit more actual attention paid than your standard dungeon, especially the last boss. The last boss I could see being a problem in the Duty Finder, but once people understand it, it'll probably be okay. So right at the start of this dungeon, you just walk forward, you get aggro from 4 enemies, whatever, AoE them down. The enemies, I gotta say, of the dungeons, the enemies, the trash isn't anything too special. I mean, they throw a few things at you to make you actually have to pay attention or do something here and again. They'll hit you with a few enemies that you'll have to kill randomly, but it's nothing too crazy so far. So we're just AoEing these things down. Nothing too fancy. So how's everybody in the how's everybody doing today? I forgot you're not melee anymore. Oh, that's right. Talking to Odo. Yeah, we're pre-queued in with a party. A few friends, free company member. So you walk down this hallway, more enemies run at you. Just run them all to the auditor. Again, AoE them down. There's a lot of AoEing down enemies, because you can do these trash packs in pulls of like 4 or 5 at a time generally for almost all the dungeons. It's not too hard to do. The 23rd, Jay. Got your Dark Knight to 47 in the chat. Nice, Wouter. Yeah, I slept a full 8 hours, man. Then I immediately woke up and started streaming. And now I'm out of TP. I just get this extension on my Huton before the next pull. Moving forward once again. So at this point, you'll walk forward, and this dude will just cast Fire 2 on you until you walk up to him. A bunch more bad guys join him, but this guy still keeps spamming spells. So might as well just deal with him first. All right, now I kind of wish I'd AoE'd. You can just stun them all. We've also got a Shadow Flare down to reduce his cast speed. And we'll just AoE the rest of the stuff down. Oh, I'm about to have it. I'm about to have my Invigorate. I don't think this stuff will be alive for a full Doton, so I'm just gonna go with a Catan. Boss, he's killing all our guys. Quick, throw more bad guys at him. What's going on, Veritas? Hey. What's going on, Vax? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming by. Just recording some footage for YouTube right now. Just did a dungeon run through. I almost forgot which way to go again. I almost got fooled by the minimap just like last time. And then this is the last little trash pack before we go on to the first boss. So I'm sure that some people watching are Dark Souls fans, I'd imagine. So I'm sure some of you are loving this dungeon already. You feel like what? What do you feel like? Tell me, Grindy. Tell me what you feel like. This dungeon is the Vault. It's a level 57 main story dungeon, Brune. We call those big gulps, Grindy. Those the drinks that never end. Alright, so this is the first boss fight against Sir Aldefell Brightblade, or whatever the heck. Just kill the 3 ads first. Nothing much that needs to be said here. When you get the boss down to 50%, the real fight starts, so just these ads are just fluff. They're here to make you think they're gonna do something, and then they don't do anything. Nope, I want to extend it one more time. Alright, so I guess it's below 50%. It was like 50% last time. There we go. It's like 20% with her because she has like no health. And then, yeah. Well, it's Sir. I don't know why I keep saying she. He's a very feminine-looking man. He's got a cleave attack. He's got the room-wide AoE called the Holiest of Holy. Then you have Holy Shield Bash. Now, I'm still not 100% sure on this. Alright, so that's one way to deal with the mechanic. If you're a melee and you get marked with that and you have a paladin tank, just have him cover you. This attack is really cool, though. He dashes in like 4 or 5 directions, then marks somebody with this explosion. Now, this is the only thing I'm not sure of, if this explosion needs to be split. It only hits for 1900, so I'm going to say no. There's no need to split it if it's only hitting for 1900. Too bad this son of a mother decided, hey, I'm going to make sure I jump every time he needs to extend Hutan. I'm going to jump. Yeah, it's like, holy bash. This, we'll see. I still feel as if there's something more to it. Like, I almost want to just stand next to the person who gets marked and see if you can somehow split the damage of that limit break that he does. Because, I mean, it's a lot of damage, but it's on one target and it's not fatal. You know what I mean? Armor Crusher extends it by 30 seconds, but it can't go past the maximum of 70. So after he does these dashes, you'll notice the orbs explode behind him. Just don't be in their path. And then stand off on your own. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like it splits damage. Thanks for testing that for me. Cup. And then goes back, and then the fight is over. And fly away. Alright, get 2 drops. So, pretty simple fight. Don't stand in the orbs when he's dashing away. Holy Shield Bash, you can cover that if you really want to. But just some mitigation on the target should be fine. Like a Stone Skin before it hits, or an Eloquium before it hits. Or, now I gotta start remembering the Astrologian names for it as well. Or the Aspect Benefic on the off tank. You have Nocturnal Sect at this level, right? I'm sure you do. Whatever, just cross-class Stone Skin, you'll be alright. You will be okay. Alright, so for this part right here, you have the Vault Deacon at the end of the hall. You have a treasure coffer right here. If you want, you can stand in this little hallway and he'll stop shooting you with the Fire 2s. Or, you can do what we're doing and just man mode it all the way. And just pull them all right here and then just, well, I think you know the rest. I don't think I need to explain what's happening now. I'm gonna focus, not focus, but I'm gonna make sure my auto attacks are on the Deacon for the time being. He's the one who does the most annoying thing, so I want to be able to stun him. I'm running this for at least a little while longer. Nocturnal Sect is 50? Alright, yeah, I had a feeling it was 50, but I was questioning myself for a second there. Aspect Benefic. That's such a weird name. I'm not the only one who feels like that's a weird name. Like, I get it, but it's still weird. After this, in the next room, when you walk towards the door, a bunch of 2 enemies are going to spawn. Just kill them. It's whatever. Let's get that duration extension. Yes, I am using DX11. So you got a treasure coffer over there. Now, they generally give, like, dyes and prisms and stuff, too. And determination crit. It's pretty good. So right here, walks towards, summons 2 Face of the Heroes. Just pull them and kill them. You fought enemies like this a million times before at this point. So I don't think you need me to tell you how to kill these things. Yes, Mirage, I definitely think so. Alright, let's get the Armor Crusher on this guy. They have this attack, Black Nebula. You can stun it. It does a bunch of, AoE damage. If you stun it, it won't. So stun it. Didn't realize that happened the last time I did this dungeon. Good afternoon, Narnan. Welcome to the stream, dude. Thank you for coming by. It's not fatal, as you can see. It's just, it's damage that you can avoid. That's generally how dungeons work while you're leveling up, especially main story dungeons. And it's not fatal. You just don't need to deal with it. See? Just kill him. I'm just gonna do Huton after this. Ooh, I know which mission you're talking about, Grindy. I know which mission you're talking about. No, I don't think the extremes have been... Well, actually, maybe the extremes have been beaten. Zay, thank you for the resub. 11 months in a row. Dude, thank you for supporting the stream. Everybody, show some love in the chat. You guys know what to do and get the 11-month resub. You guys know what to do. Alright, so just more enemies. Friar, Austerities. I don't know how I feel about pulling all of these. We're right before the next boss room. I don't remember... I've only done this dungeon once before, so I don't remember how hard these knights hit. I have a feeling that I don't want to know. But we got the holies. We got the new summoners with the updated AoEs. They got some line AoEs right here. We got... Oh, we'll use the limit break on it. This, on the other hand, I am down with. I don't know. It's hard to tell, Narnan. I want to take a couple of breaks. So, it is hard to tell. Yeah, these things just have a lot more health. Not like we're going to need our limit break for this next fight, so... Alright, I'll just extend that so I can finish these guys off, and then... I'll recast Huton before the next fight. I've had so many paladins in groups that I've had to... Oh, nope, that was a mistake. Now I gotta wait for Huton. These things should take about another 5 seconds to die. Maybe I'll be okay. These things are worth like 5k XP each, too. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention how much these dungeons reward. Oh, I think I can just get an extension right here at the start. Alright, perfect. So this guy, I don't know why I'm even using Trick Attack. This guy's just like the last boss where he goes Super Saiyan after a short time. They showcase some of his mechanics right at the start, and then he knocks everyone away, and he turns into Artorias, the Axe Walker in this case. So now he's got some AoEs that you got to deal with, but the big thing that he's going to do, and you're going to see it, is his Bacon Weave attack. You'll know what I mean in a second here. He also has a lot of really big cleaves on the tank, so make sure that you're not facing him. You're going to want everybody to kind of stand on the same side of him, so that way they can all draw AoEs in the same direction. So what he does with this attack right here is he summons a bunch of... Well, this is why I call him the true Abyss Walker. He summons a bunch of those... what are they called? Portals, and as you can see, if you walk near the portal, you get a stacking damage increase on you, so you don't want that to happen. So what you do is you want to have all of your non-DPS draw it into that location, or into a location where everybody can safely avoid it. And then whenever he does the attack Faith Unmoving, you just want to make sure you don't get knocked back into that. He also summoned, you saw the orb on the main tank. That's another thing you got to watch out for. He can do that on anybody, really, but if you walk into it, it hits you really hard and does a shit ton of damage. It also slows you. Well, hitting you hard and doing a shit ton of damage are the same thing. So yeah, us having our back to him is going to work out pretty good. So see, now we just want to avoid touching that orb. Oh, the cleave. Yeah. This is, like I said, these bosses, like, they're not super hard, but they definitely require, I guess, a little bit more attention to be paid. Like, attention, let's say, to, you know, what you're doing with your cooldowns, which direction the boss is facing. It's very, very easy to get murdered by this guy, pretty much is what I'm saying. So, Faith Unmoving, I'm just going to get knocked back here. It's not fatal if you get knocked into the orbs, as you can see, but, well, it can be. In the case of having 5 stacks, it can be. Alright, and that's the second boss. And now he's gonna run away, and we're gonna be good. Oh yeah, he could be Artorias the Bacon Walker. I forgot what his actual name was. So, generally what you probably want to do there is just like I said, like have all of your non-DPS stacked behind the boss or near behind the boss. So that way all of the bacon weave attacks go out of range. And then you want to have your ranged after the bacon weave attack spread out for the orb placement in case he, you know, places it on one of them. And you just really want to control where all of those portals are spawning. Since he does aim the AoEs at your party members, it's completely avoidable getting knocked back into those things. Then whenever he does Faith Unmoving, you just make sure you're standing in a place that won't get you murdered as soon as the attack is over. Since the last thing you want to happen is then get cleaved by him. Alright, well I stunned one of them. That's what matters most. Yeah, you should do your duty roulette, ma'am. I'd say your low-level roulettes are the best. Since at least the... Well, it depends, because if you get a good trial, the trial roulette could be really good, too. Fuma's generally... As long as you have the slashing debuff on, Fuma's good. Fuma's been one of the preferred ninjutsus just because they changed it so that your kisses... I just had to make sure my kisses were on. I realized I stunned him before, but I got nervous that my kisses weren't on. Your kisses don't affect magic damage anymore, like they did when Ninja first launched in 2.4. So as long as you have the slashing debuff on, the damage difference between Fuma Shuriken and Raiton is negligible at best, but the big difference is that Fuma doesn't dig into your global cooldown. You can do it without any risk of that happening. So it's very quickly become a favorite, and I've done the testing, and in most cases it's either even or ahead. It's never behind. It's either even or ahead. Oh, damn power cuts. Trust me. I know. We had a power cut during the stream. Yes, not even a power cut. We had like a brownout where just the house flickered and lost power in the modem for a short time. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you have foes up, go with Raiton. Like, if you have a bard singing foes, or any sort of magic debilitating, like, takes more magic damage. Takes more magic damage, like any sort of debuff that allows that, Raiton will do better. But if it's literally just boss, no debuffs that affect magic damage, you have the slashing debuff on, then you're good to go. I'm 57. Working on 58 now. More trash right here. Again, nothing too fancy. Next room has some more enemies as well. You know, whatever. Just gonna go for the extension right here, and then we're good. What's going on, Royale? Welcome to the stream, man. Just recording something for YouTube right now. I hate being a ninja in a group of people who have real AoE. So I got my little tiny daggers. I just throw them at people. Streaming at a 1080p downscale to 720. 300, almost at 300,000, no. 3,000 bitrate. And, yeah, and 60 FPS. What is the level 54 ninja ability? Armor Crush. It extends the duration of Huton, and it does 280 potency from the flank. So, this is the easy pull. This priest, just whatever. You attack him. Eventually, he'll run to the middle of the room and summon all these dudes. Cast Dark Fire. An AoE. Just avoid it. Yes, Sayora, this is the 4th dungeon. The 3rd that's part of the main story, specifically. I wonder if you can kill her there. I feel like you can. What up, Vanitas? Hey. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for coming by. Alright. Just kill these gargoyles. They have AoEs. You know, all gargoyles are annoying like that. So they're all gonna either shoot an AoE at someone or do a point. Well, they're all just gonna aim AoEs at us because we're all in melee range. And they all got interrupted by Holy. And then they all did it again. Yep, we have I think we have 6 level 60s in the free company I'm in. I think it's 6 of them. So yeah, there's quite a few level 60s. They just added Aeolian Edge. Aeolian Edge is from the rear, and Armor Crusher is from the flank. Yeah, try being a paladin. Hey, at least you're defensive. All right, this is the last boss of the vault. Probably shouldn't have sprinted. We were like 5 feet from the boss and everyone sprinted. All right, so this boss mostly just casts fire on the main tank. Has that one big tank hit right there that you just saw. This is a really, really cool boss. So, Heaven's Flame is that attack. Just don't stand in the AoEs. Holy Chain, this is like the chains from turn 6. The two people who are chained together need to run away from each other. Otherwise, they'll just take constant pulsing fire damage. Then this is almost like Sunken Temple of Karn hard mode, where you just have to avoid them charging at you. He's also casting an AoE called Altar Pyre, which is nothing fancy, just AoE damage. Hits the entire group. Oh, did I get it? Nope. Please, spawn it. Ah, he did it again. All right, I gotta just... So at 60%, he does this. This is the Holy Flame mechanic. This is like almost any primal fight, where you just have to destroy all the Holy Flames before he finishes charging up his attack. There'll also be a few attacks that are aimed at you, the Horse Knight things. They'll just shoot laser beams at you. So we're just rolling through these Holy Flames. It's just it's a DPS check. That's all it is. All right. Oh, there's one over there in the corner. And then after the DPS check is over, he'll cast on everyone. Still hits pretty hard. And then he'll immediately, with no sort of break, just go immediately back into attacking the tank. So make sure you don't let the tank die there. Altar Pyre. Now he's going to start combining all of the mechanics you saw back to back to back to back to back. So he's going to summon these guys. He's also going to drop all of these. So you just stack up, avoid, stack up, avoid, then chain, separate. I would recommend everyone just create a line behind the main tank. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, definitely the easiest way to do it. Just create a line behind the main tank. Just have everyone stack. And then dodge back, dodge forward, dodge back, dodge forward. Oh my god, this slow hurts so much. I just realized how I was slowed. Oh my goodness. Alright, and then he's going to do it again. And by then, he'll be about dead. So now we get the dup. We go back. Oh, okay. That's not how back you want to go. And then just run separate from the Holy Chains. Alright, forget it. Limit break. Alright, we good. We good. Alright, and that's the vault. It's a pretty cool final boss. It's got a lot of sort of raid-esque mechanics that you should probably start expecting to see a little bit more. I'm a fan of this dungeon. So far, it's my favorite one in Heavensward. So, yeah. Thanks for watching this. I haven't seen graphics accessories. Oh, my goodness.